Hi everyone, my name is Arpita and I'm a developer in this team. Today I will discuss on the improvements done for correcting and correctly handling of the internal transitions in a model debugger view. So to start with, I'm going to first demo on how the external transitions work when we are in the model debugger view and we are looking at the trace, so that it gives a clear picture of how internal transition should work as well. So we have a model trace test, and you see the state machine where we have the state 1 with the external transition. So coming to the model, so we have the properties. In the properties view, we have the kind where we can change the transition kind from external to internal. We don't have to do it manually. So I'll simply build this project and debug this as a real-time application. So we'll quickly switch to the debug view. So we already have the state instance diagram present. I'll just create a trace for this application, running application, and move this state instance diagram to the right for better understanding. Coming to the trace, I'll just resume this application. So at line number 3, we see a state activation event followed by line number 5, the same state activation event. So for external transition, the state activation event comes twice as the transitions enter the state twice. So we receive 2 state activation event at line number 3 and 5. So now we'll just switch to internal transition. So I'll stop this application and move to our YAML development view. Here, as I told you, we don't have to do anything manually. We can simply change the kind from external to internal transition. So I save the model and build it again. Yeah, so we are done with this. We'll simply debug this as a real-time application. Yeah, we'll switch to the debug view. I'll keep this trace editor open because this is the old trace for the case when we had the timeout as an external transition. So we have already the updated state instance diagram present, and I'll create a trace for this. So before I resume this application, I just want to add a point. Since the transition kind is changed to internal, the state will always remain activated, and the state will remain activated. So we will only see the state activation event only once, as the state has been entered only once. So I will resume this application. We see the same at line number 3. So just for comparison, I'll break it out. So you see here, this was the trace for the external, for the case of external transition, and this is for internal transition. So we received only one state activation event when we have an internal transition for this state, and we don't receive this duplicate state activation event at line number 5. So the initial problem was for internal transition, we were receiving the same trace as how an external transition works. So this is an improvement over here, and we don't see any more duplicate trace for internal transitions. Any questions on this?